Yeah, boy! Hello, homies. How do you do? Holy moly, it's busy in the chat. Holy crap. Where have you guys been? Let me click some buttons. Some buttons. So here we go. Ready and steady. Good evening. How do you do? So let me see what's going on in the chat. I have not read up. We got Estrada first. Yeah, you were the first. Holy crap, sir. You were fast, by the way. You were really fast. Welcome to the stream, by the way. How do you do? Tom, I'm sitting on the side, very new to this. Oh, well, that's okay. I'm very new to this all as well. Mr. Banani, thank you for tuning in. Timo, here you go. I tried ESPHome the other day. UI is really nice. I think so too, by the way. UI is really nice. but I've yet to get it to working with USB devices. Tried Vagrant Image and passing the USB port. VirtualBox is horrible. Well, that's a statement. So I give up on that idea and tried HasOS on a Pi 3, but it wouldn't detect anything either. Oh, that's not good. Well, today I'm going to use an alternative method. I'm not sure if this will work out, but I'm planning on using it. Since I have no Pi here, it's back into the cupboard where it belongs. Party Popper and Downlocks, how do you do, mister? Let's see, Will is here, GG Gadget is helping Timo out. Okay, thank you for tuning in, Mr. Tom. And who else? Who else? TCast Twitches, hey man, how do you do? Hammercam. You were having some Frankie withdrawals? Really? That's not healthy, mate. So the actual news is Bruce coming back. I noticed that tweet as well. It has been tweeted like a second ago. Let me switch real quick to my desktop here so you can see it. Like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? I'm so pumped. This guy actually got me into Home Assistant. This guy makes... Rudolph, thank you for the subscription on YouTube, mate. Thank you for subscribing. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie, by the way. But this guy actually got me into Home Assistant. And when I joined like the teams and started developing, he quit. So this is already a long time ago. And I'm so pumped. I'm going to like this. I already liked it, but I'm going to retweet it right now. Like, no way. No. I'm excited. All those prayers to the mother of home automations actually turned out to become the truth. No, actually, all those prayers to the mother of home automation finally came through. Through, like so, right? Is this correct? Yeah. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah. Well, let's add a smiley to it as well. Oh, well, that's working. Is there a praise stuff? Here we go. Here we go. Tweet it. Cannot wait. I cannot wait. Well, let's go back. I was doing the chat stuff. The chat stuff. Let's go. Gary Wilson, good evening. How do you do, mister? I found Hasai already helped me integrating Mosquito and QTT easily. I'm very much a rookie, but addicted to Home Assistant and ESP modules. Well, Will. You tuned in at the right time, Mr. Tom. I need to get a basic setup of HA with MQTT and Node-RED. Ew. That's not what I'm going to help you with tonight, mister. Sorry. Good evening, Solofly. Thank you for tuning in. Well, then a lot of talk about brah. I still do not know how to pronounce it. I do not even know how to use the chat. It has been a long time. Ooh. Prolly. Hey, mister. How do you do? Hey, Ronnie. I really expect you wearing a Mats again. With these ridiculous amount of snow near Enschede. Yes, we have snow. And, well, this is the Netherlands though. And as soon as it starts snowing, people are going nuts. So we have like, I don't know, what is it? Not even half a centimeter of snow. And traffic jams and all the country is locked up. Flights are being delayed. Trains do not run anymore. It's crazy. Our country is crazy. I'm working on server control to open the door, Tom. That's great. And the blinds. Nice. The hat is back. No tie. No, I did a bow tie. I hope it counts. I hope it counts. I remember that was moving when his last video came out. Okay. Because the reason he came... Oh, there's no cat in a hat. But Frank in a hat is a close second. I guess so. Something about something. Did you remove the loud air horn? I do not know. I should check. I will check in a second though. That downlooks. Have you seen the Wi-Fi stepper driver board? No, I have not. Firespire, thank you for tuning in. How do you do, mate? Well, first time visiting you. Well, welcome, Will. I hope you do not find me weird, because I am. Anybody an idea why I can't cast my Chromecast? It says something has gone wrong. It has something to do with my resolution, I guess, which is kind of... But, yeah, changing my resolution would be very inconvenient as well. Brocade present, a lot of people present. Satan's play, hello, mister. Click, click, click. Yo, Frank, TCAS switches. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, all. Friddle Jiddle, thank you for tuning in, man. Good to see you around. Genius and PM, what's up, guys? How you do? McFreud is here. Holy crap. Gumbo, good evening. How do you do? Speaking of Twitter, thanks for the follow back. I haven't really tweeted in a very long time. I maybe start up again. TK switches, you should. Twitter is cool. And I notice a lot of people in the home automation world, especially IoT world, are on Twitter. And that's cool. McFreud, no ADB add-on today. No. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to move it to Friday. I originally planned it to do today, but I'm currently not like in a state where I feel fit for developing add-ons at this point, especially new ones, so I move it a little forward. Switched Friday and today on the subject. So, sorry, mate. We had a little snow and the office started panicking. Yep. Hi from snowy Belgium. Hey, mister. Yeah, more ESPHome. I hope so. Close to me. No problem, Frank out. YouTube works. Okay, good to hear, Rudolph. What's up, Jay? What's up? How do you do, mister? You know what's up, right? The sky. The sky is up. Well, in my case, is ceiling. Morning. Still recovering, Frank. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, Glenn. Hey. So we're all up in the chat right now. So for today, as you might know... Oh. Haven't seen the graphical glitches for a couple of streams now. How did you fix it, or did you fix it itself? No, I changed the encoder. I actually changed the encoder. I'm now using a software encoder instead of my hardware acceleration, which cost me a little bit more CPU, but apparently it works better. I get connection refused on the ESPHome YAML when trying to open. Ooh, Tom, that's not good. So the subject for today, as you already know, is... Here we go. We're going to a desktop cam again today. And I have, like last stream we did ESP chips with ESPHome, exploring it, connecting all kinds of sensors and trying to make it blow, and it actually worked perfectly fine. And today I'm going to try out ESPHome with the Sonoffs. And I have not tried it myself yet. Like I think it's 2 or 3 streams back, I did my first test mode of flashes on these things with the intent to use them. But now, as far as I understand, you can also flash them with ESPHome YAML. And I actually liked ESPHome a lot since last stream, so I want to explore flashing ESPHome on these things, since that should be possible. And let's see why you should use the one or the other. Right? That's the question. Basically. A lot of streamers refer to software encoding, probably why, maybe. I had the same hardware encoding issues when I read Blu-ray. Oh. The dank switch, yeah, we did the dank sensor switch control unit thingy last stream. Man, everything was so good. ESPHome running, had my first sensor working, then all of a sudden HA stops working. Oh, that's bad, Robert. Can't get to start it up either, so I came here to take my mind off it for a while. That actually usually works though. Not looking at me, but taking your mind off it. Quick question, were all the sensors in the last stream powered off the ESP? Yes, they were. All of them, including the LED strip. I'm on the same page as you. Okay. Yeah, but last stream everything was powered to the ESP, which was pretty impressive to be honest. But it worked like a charm. So for today, these little puppies. These two we flashed last time. This one is new. This is also a POW 2. POW R2, power meter, power, I don't know. Or dual. What is it? No, it's a POW. Then I have this little flashy board thingy, the TT, what's it called again? FTL, I guess. I'm not sure. Like a USB UART thingy to flash it. And I also brought my Sonoff Basic on a power cord. FTDI, thank you Tom. It's an FTDI adapter indeed. I also brought my Sonoff Basic on a power cord, so I'm not sure where we're going today, but let's see what happens. I have a little bit of a light source to actually see something happening, which is used by my kids, but today I'm using it. And I also have a couple of these light bulbs with, well, let's see. And I actually got two, and reason for that is because I have a jewel as well, so we can play around with it, right? So that would be kind of cool. Furthermore, I got a screwdriver, power cord, and of course power outlet. Pretty easy. So let's see what happens. I'm changing from task to ESPHome. Oh, okay, Tom. Well, that's what I'm going to try today. When HA crashed on my Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, I always corrupt SD card format reinstall, no config backups. It happened to me 3 times. Oh well, Will, that's not good. That's not fun. But if we wanted to do that in production, how would we get all the power from 2 pins? Oh, TCAS, I would not recommend it to power it from those 2 pins in that case though. With a breakout board, indeed, that's an option. Yeah, probably. Being here, cheer me up. Oh. That's, I will try. You will cheer you up, you're confident, sir. I'm not so confident. I'd love to see how you configure ESPHome using a button on one device and turn on the other on ESPHome device. Okay, maybe we can do that. I'm not sure. Let's see. Hey Frank, you remind me of Murdoch of the A-Team in that outfit. Oh. I'm not sure if that's a compliment, but okay. Now you have 2 light bulbs. Are the LEDs enough? No, those 2 light bulbs are just like simple sockets, right? And I can plug them in and I can show them on the webcam pretty easy. Since they are up to 20 volts, which is also the thing that will power the Sonoff, I can pretty quick and just wire it up and make a demo here and, well, verify it actually works, since I have no clue. I have never tried this before. This is new for me as well. Is the expectation for ESPHome that it's just for getting data to Home Assistant? No, it can also do automations. If you want an action to be performed, it has no be to logic. Example, button press turns off light. No, Paul, that's not true. You can actually define automations inside the ESPHome YAML. You could even, if you put it into a wall and you would make a wall switch with ESPHome, with a Sonoff, you could even wire up the wall switch to the Sonoff and make it switch internally without interference of Home Assistant, while Home Assistant will still have the correct status. So that's pretty cool. But that's what I'm told. I've not tried it myself. Oh my god, Sledgehammer, you're right. Really? I use the term production very loosely. Yep. I believe it's called a Home Assistant sensor. Oh. Really want to try ESPHome, but 8.0.85.1 breaks my Lovelace floor plan. Oh, probably. That's bad. Okay, one more thing. I would like to make a 3-channel amplifier MOSFET to power more banks of RGB. Oh. Half backups should be good. Yep. Frank playing with 220 volt electric shocking 321. I've been shocked a lot. I can handle it. I know I can handle it. It's not fun, but yeah. So let's get to it. let's get to it. Let's switch to my desktop. Hold on, here we go. Where's my desktop? Somewhere here. Here we go. So let's close the tweet by bruh. I cannot read this. That's annoying. I could not read who it was because of my background. So I'm sorry, we are, but thank you for the subscribing on YouTube, man. That's really appreciated. You're now officially Home Assistant Homie, by the way. So that's cool. Close up, bruh. So what I've prepared today is I got my empty ARM HF test Raspberry Pi 3 here, which is empty. I totally cleaned it up. It's empty. I have the Cloud9 IDE prepared to do some stuff in configurations if needed. We can also look into the ESPHome stuff from here, and I have installed ESPHome as an add-on inside SIO. Here we go. It's running. It's all default. I just hit install, and in my case, since this is a local server, I disabled SSL. I think it's disabled by default. Saved it, run it, done. That's it. So here we go. Right? That's easy, right? So where to start? Let's find a device to start with. Should we start with a basic? Let's start with a basic. Let's start with the basic, since that's like the most used device, right? Let's try the basic. Or the POW. No, the basic. Let's move these out of the way. Let's get my basic one here. Voila, there it is. So I will be in and out of the image, by the way, because, well, this is here and I'm here, and audio may be a little bit weird in those cases. I will try to fix that a little bit, but yeah, let's put this one a little bit back. So let's open it up. Here we go. Here we go, a Sonoff basic. All naked. Starbucks, thank you for the follow, man. That's really appreciated. You're now officially a Home Assistant Homie, by the way. Please let me know in the chat, do you like cats or dogs? Is it possible to use ESPHome Geometry Flash devices in a clean 32-bit version of HA and then migrate to the 64 version of HA? Yes, but you will not be able to send out new firmware. So if you flash them and they're fine, you can add them to 64 bits. What you even could do is, if your computer allows to, if you install Python on your computer, you can even flash devices on your local computer, build the JOML files on your computer and flash the devices, and then go into your 64-bit HASIO and just, well, add them to Home Assistant, I guess. Wow, backward Bizarro? What do you mean backward Bizarro? Did I miss something? Oh, is this camera flipped? Is it? Oh, you guys noticed. Cool. I did not know. Basic, then dual, then POW. Okay, but I do think the POW is interesting because it adds an extra sensor, right? And the dual, we could do automations like interlocking between them. So all three are interesting. Scalpel, surgery things. Well, here we go. Because we have a naked Sonoff. So that's start one, right? This little flashy thingy. We have a USB cable. That's cool. We can add the light source in here. We have a light source. Here we go. Let's prepare ESPHome. Let's start with ESPHome now. Here we go. Microphone back, please. Okay. ESPHomelib.com. We need documentation. I need documentation. Sonoff Basic. Here we go. Okay. Fine. Some stuff. I do not know. Pin header required on Basic for flashing. Well, yes, you will have to have a pin header. In my case, it's already on there. I'm not sure if it's visible, but it's right here. So the pin header is soldered on. And that's actually the first thing I do as soon as I receive a Sonoff device. Not like I use much. I do not use any Sonoff device at this point, but I got a stack of those things. And they all have header pins soldered on. It's like a 2-minute job. Just open it up, solder in the pins, close it up again, and you can flash whenever you want. Dennis, what's up? The sky's up, bro. The sky's up. No, Dennis, we're going to try to use ESPHomelib with Sonoff and see what happens. So we're trying to start with a basic and maybe go to some other devices as well. Okay, so what do I select? Step-by-step guide. Sonoff is based on ESP8266. Yeah. Okay. So ESP01M. Okay. I'm not sure. Let's try. We're going to add a device. And we're going to call this basic. Which, since this is the basic board, continue. Have a Sonoff SV by any chance? I wonder how well it will work. No, I do not. I have a power, I have a dual, and I have a basic. That's all I have at this point. Oh. For example, Sonoff. Okay. Rover module. So I guess I would have to select it first. That's easy. Yep. Generic ESP8266 Wi-Fi demo live stream. Oop. Continue. And we're done. No, I do not want to save this password. Okay. So I'm lazy, I flash by holding the jumper pins in the holes. Oh, okay. That's fine. I only have 2 hands though. Never mind. Nice, the only Sonoff I'm using is the Sonoff RF bridge, so I can keep track of my doors and windows. Oh, nice. And the bridge is flashed with test mode, of course. Okay. Wish my screen would pull up like yours. My screen would pull up like yours. What do you mean, Tom? What do you mean? Okay, so let's see, what did it generate? Okay. I should up the font a little for you guys. Maybe get the IDE out of the way a bit, like so. The green screen, I'm sure. Oh, that could be. Yeah, that thing is like totally freaking awesome. I love that thing. It was like the best buy ever for me. It gives so more quality to the stream, I guess. Is this stream buffering or is my connection chime still down earlier? I'm not sure. Stream looks healthy in Twitch. And I have no drop frames. I would guess it's okay. ESPHome back config, okay. Okay, so this is basically the basic stuff, right? Let's save it. Let's close it. Let's see if it validates. It probably would, since it's still generated stuff. Okay, that's cool. Let's compile it. Okay, so, and this is where it goes differently. What I'm going to try to use the ESPHome flasher. And reason for that is because, well, I do not have the device here, so it's not like building the firmware for flashing on the device. Stream looks good on Twitch and YouTube in my end in the US. Oh, US. Okay, that's a long way from here. See the guide? You must set DIO flash mode. Okay, that's a good thing. Let me see. Okay. Flash mode, D out. Okay. Good thing. Thank you, Otto. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hi, from a very snowy Austria, by the way. Oh, you're in Austria? Oh man, I love that country. Been there so much. But I guess we could stop this. Well, let's wait for it to finish. Thank you for letting me know. We need to set the board flash mode. Manually set as shown below. Okay. Other modes can break the device. Well, thank you for being here. Okay. Okay. Austria's gorgeous corner of the world. It is. It is. Snowy in Scotland today too. Yeah, I guess so. Snowy in Michigan. The world is snowed. Hey man, from Croatia. Looking forward to the stream. Really, Marco? Well, thank you. Thank you for tuning in, though. Well, since I figured out they don't break it, I just won't load the firmware. Okay. So we should update the documentation. Well, this takes a little bit. While we wait, let's connect and hook up the pins. So yellow is RX. Oh yeah, and there's no pin out on the board. I should look for it. Oh. Okay, that terminate. Otto, to be honest, that's annoying. If you misclick or click somewhere, it just kills the window. I would really love to make it like an explicit. It happened to me so many times already. That's just insane. So I would rather have an explicit close button or an X marking or something. Like, yeah, it happened like, I don't know, a dozen times already. Maybe my mouse skills are not up to date, but okay. So while this failed, let's compile again. And now I added the flash mode stuff thingy in it. And let's get the scheme. Sonoff, basic, connect, schematic, I don't know. Let's see, pin out, pins, flash, pin. Here we go. So let's hook some up. Minus 25 Celsius or Fahrenheit? I hope. I do not know. It's in either case, it's freaking cold. Canada, Jesus Christ. Here are several roads are literally frozen since Sunday. Okay. If the basic already has this modo, use this modo to upload the ESPHome firmware. Yeah, I could, but I used it on stream and I don't know what it's connected to at this point. And well, if you're having a new device, you would hook it up anyway. So let's do that as well. And I'm interested in looking forward to flash it from my desktop as well. So this is like a triple experiment, I guess. Okay. Materialize being a shitty firmware and I have no idea how to fix it. Okay. Me neither though, I'm not a front-ender. Does the Sonoff require a specific hub or can it be controlled with HAS on a Raspberry Pi? DB Tech, well that's the thing we're going to figure out today. Will, CL? Not sure what CL, oh Celsius, okay. That's freaking cold by the way, it's -5 I guess in here. Okay, so first the 3.3 volts. Okay, let's get the sender here. First the 3.3 volt. That's the one. Then we have the RX, which should be the TX on the... Right? Is this one better? Yes, it is. So the one closest to the yellow thingy, is 3.3 volts, then it's TX from the board. Okay. Then we have the RX, of course, and then ground. That should do the trick. Here we go. Yep, it can be controlled from Raspberry Pi. That would be amazing. Yes, it could. Note if you're using a new Sonoff, no GPIO 14, it's changed to 2. Yeah, but I'm not using GPIO today, I guess. Okay, let me check in again. Be sure, 3.3 volts, yes. RX, 2X, and ground. Seems about okay. Okay. So let's see how's the firmware going. The build has been done. So let's download the binary. So download the binary to my computer. Browse. Let's see. Browse. That's the basic. That's the binary we just generated here. Okay, let's plug it in and turn it on. And as far as I understand, is what I have to do. I have the FTDI adapter here. I have the USB plug right here. And last time, when flashing the test motor firmware, I had to hold the button on the switch on the basic and then connect it. So I'm going to try that again. Done. Come on. It's not really working with me today, right? Let's refresh. What does it do? There it goes. It finds it. It finds my serial device. So let's go to the screen. The serial device now shows up. We've selected the binary we downloaded from music. There's music, right? Settings. Right? I hear music. I see music playing though. Okay. So we selected the serial device. I've selected the firmware. I downloaded from here. And now flash. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Flash. Well, it's writing. Is the music too soft? If that's the case, I can turn it up if you like to. TCAS. I tried putting ESPHome on ESP32, but we kinda gonna get Oda to work for the life of me. Oh, that's not good, TCAS. Did you, by any chance, had enabled the BLE stuff? done flashing. Zullen we Champion Happening nou? I kind of expected something to happen now. Nothing. The Sonoff is still in flashing mode, so I need to reset it, right? Let's try. Serial port closed. Okay. There it is. It's here already. Show logs. Here we go. Hostname basic channel has an IP address, has DNS. ODA is there. API server is there. Here we go. Here we go. So we have the basic now connected to the thing here. This is kind of cool. So let's try to pull something off now. Let's add a configuration. We're going to add Home Assistant in here, which is already API. So that's enabled. Home Assistant is already in here. We're going to hook it up directly to Home Assistant. What else can we do? Like this is, let's copy and paste this, right? Voila. Sonoff basic relay, the LED, nice. Is it this easy? I also want to add some other stuff as well, like the Wi-Fi signal. Oh, that's not this one. Sensor components, Wi-Fi. Let's add the Wi-Fi signal. That's sensor. Sonoff basic Wi-Fi signal. And let's add the firmware version. Where is it? Uptime sensor. Oh, that would be cool. Here we go. An uptime sensor. Okay. And there's also a version sensor, if I'm correct. Somewhere. Pulse counter. Oh, we could count like how many times it cycled. That's cool. So you can actually monitor how often it's pushed on the device itself. There's a version thingy, I'm sure. Here we go. Yep. Let's see what it does. So we changed all this. We now copied in like the basic stuff from the example for the button. And the button does toggle the relay, which is this one. This is the GPIO platform, switching GPIO pin 12, which is the relay. It's identified as the relay, so switch.toggle the relay, which will toggle this one. Makes sense. Okay, let's see what it does. Did you unplug mains? Yes, I did, Stefan. It's not connected. It's not connected. I see. Yes, I did. There it is. Here you go. There you go. There it is. It's now powered by the FTDI adapter, by the way. And this is not good for showing. This is better. It's powered by the FTDI, which will probably not have enough power to switch some stuff, but maybe we can see something happening. So this is kind of like cool. This is like an automation inside ESPHome. Save, close. Let's upload it. Did you set a manual IP in a config? Oh, this is again the TCAS. I had to set up a static IP for my ESP8266 in order to ODA to work. Oh. I did not have issues with it though. I always use static now, works better for me. I use static as much as I can, especially for devices which are part of my home infrastructure. I use static IPs, and I consider like things like, I don't know, my home automation devices like lights and stuff, part of my infrastructure. Like even without my router it should work. He doesn't have mains on his desk. Well, you remember good there, Ellen. He sneaks off the screen, silently unplugged from mains. No. Frank, where did you buy the FTDI adapter? I bought it on AliExpress. Let me get, while this is compiling, let me get the order for you. Let me see. History, orders, my orders. Search FTDI. Not found. Adapter? No, I guess it's not this one. Yes, it is. Huh? It's still compiling. That's good. Where is it? Here it is. This must be it. Yes, this is it. Who asked? Mr. Bonani? I use this one. ITCC also have good adapters. Well, Pascal, thank you for letting me know, by the way. Welcome to the stream, boy. That's cool. Static from DACP leases. TCAS, that's not static. That's a reserved DACP lease. That's not static. Static is when you actually configure the IP on the device itself, so it can work without DHCP. There's a big difference. And this is something that crosses by me like almost daily. People using Pi or AdGuard, the add-ons. Like the add-on clearly states you need a static, and they still use like, oh, there it goes. They still do like DHCP reservation, which is not the same. So static is configured on the device itself without DHCP. It will work without a DHCP server. Here we go. ODA. Oh, it's done already. Okay. There it is. It's back again. And there's more data this time. Okay. TCAS, good to know. Thank you for clarification. Well, you're welcome, sir. Let me see. So we flashed it. We added a lot of stuff. We added a lot of sensors right here. And switches and things. So let's add it to Home Assistant. Let's go into Home Assistant. Let's find the IP, by the way. We need the IP of the device. Show logs. What's the IP again? Here it is. This is the IP of the device. Let's go into Home Assistant. Configure, integrations, ESPHome, configure, paste it in, submit, done. Created config for basic. There it is. It's all looking pretty. Here it is. So it's running 1.10.1, which we just compiled. It's 61 seconds up. The Wi-Fi signal is okayish. The relay, we can turn off on and off the LED, which actually works. Can you see it on stream? Let me make it a little bit bigger. On, off. On, off. This is freaking cool. This is no effort at all. Okay. Okay, so does this do anything? I can hear it try, but it does not have enough power from the FTDI adapter to do anything. What we could do is try to modify the firmware to actually like turn on the light as well. As soon as we do this, turn on the relay, it will turn on the light. Let's try that. That should be possible. Let's see. Add it. Like in here, it already says if you push the button, it will toggle the relay. Oh, let's see. Does that work? Let me see. Let me push the button. It's just below the camera, right? That's sucky suck. Here you go. Let's push it. That actually works. And you can see the button press up here as well. You can see the button press here. See, I hold the button now. That's just way too cool. Is the version sensor what is on the board or what is available? That's what's on the board as right now. So this is data from the board. So this is on the board. That's why I'm switching from TAS to ESPHome. Yeah, and don't forget, we did not use MQTT, right? I tried flashing test mode for the first time like last week, I guess, or yeah, somewhere about a week and a half ago, and I needed to set up MQTT. I had to enable auto discovery. I set some option 19 to 1 in case I had used the right firmware, so it could auto discover it, and you would have to run the MQTT broker, connect Home Assistant to the MQTT broker, and well, for me it was kind of like a little bit of a pain. But this is just, I flashed it, I added it, and it's there, and I used the template and I added some extra copy and paste and some extra switches and sensors in here as well. So I have now the Wi-Fi signal available inside Home Assistant. I do not need test mode admin or something to get it out or make some sensor and MQTT or something. I just defined it here in the firmware, added it to Home Assistant, and it shows up. And that's just way too cool. This is just way too cool, and it's responsive as hell. So that's cool. What I want to try to do is to make things more obvious. I want to switch the LED as well with the switch, like how Tasmoda does. Like if you turn the device on in Tasmoda, it will also turn on the LED, right? So what should I do in that case? Since this is the binary sensor, which is a push, so we should not work on this. This is the output. This is the LED light. So I should define an ID in here, probably. Let's call it LED. Now it's called LED. How can I do an automation with this? Let's see. Tips, automations. Here we go. Automations on press. No, that's not on press. It's on value above, on light on change, on. Is it on press? Oh, these are all triggers. Oh, these are the actions. Shoot. So how would I respond to... This is the switch, which works for this. This is the actual switch. This is a relay. So if the relay turns on, but is that an on press? Okay, let's go back in here. Is auto still in here? Auto, can you actually like react to a switch? Like if a switch is switched, can you change something? What are we trying to do? What I want to do is, as soon as I hit like the switch in here, I want to turn on the LED as well. From the firmware, not from Home Assistant. So if I turn on the relay, I want the light to turn on as well. So if I switch the switch, I want to turn on the LED. Let's see what's going on. That's common in the next version. For now you can use a template switch that controls both. Oh, that's too bad though. But that's fine, at least it's coming. So a question, Otto, as soon as name is not there, does that mean that it's not exposed? That's a question I did not look up before. Yes. Okay, that's cool. So I can actually do something like, well, exactly this. Two switches. One is the Sonoff basic relay. Remove this one. That should do the trick. So we have the GPIO now, which is called relay. Turn on, turn off action. Looks fine. Boom. Yeah, the indenting is not okay. Am I doing something wrong here? Okay, what am I missing? Stream down for everyone? No, it's still working. Package manager toolchain. TMAP, the add-on is not available for the ESPHome is not available for Arch 64. Good here. You need to give the light an ID. See paste bin. I did, I thought. Didn't I? Yes. It's LED. Which is here. ID, LED. I think I have it. LED. Let's see what the error is again. Optimistic to true. Okay. On the to the template switch. Okay. Like so. Here we go. Now it's valid. Nice. Let's try. Let's try. So if this works, the ESP LED should turn on as soon as the switch goes on. That's the idea. I actually already liking this more than the Tasmo admin approach, since that feels a little bit bloated. I feel like this is more lightweight and directly connected to Home Assistant. I really like the fact that it's just here right now. And then I can click the button and it will work without MQTT. That's just insane, Otto. That's really nice. That's really nice to be able to flash. Like Tasmo admin is really nice, but nevertheless, this gives you so much more control, right? Instantly. How would you change the relay to pulse, for instance, for 1 second, like a garage door opener? I do not know. I guess there's a pulse thingy in here. I think I saw it. There's a pulse counter. Let's see, is it part of the switch? Switch. It's alphabetically right. GPIO switch. Inverted number. Here we go. So you define a template. A monetary switch. You define a template, set it to optimistic, say to turn it on, wait for, in this case, 100 milliseconds, so in your case it would probably be 1000, and then turn it off again. Will. So that should do the trick, right? Otto, see the example. Well, there you go. Just showed the same thing, Otto. And the thing I'm thinking about, like, this is the POW R2. So the POW switches for Sonoffs are really popular in like automating your washing machine, right? Knowing when it's done. And then people go into like creating automations in Home Assistant to determine if the power usage is at a certain level, and that would define if the washing machine is done or not. But I guess with these automations right here, we might be able to even do it straight on the device. So Home Assistant would just get like the washing machine runs or not. So that's something I would like to investigate. I think that should be possible. Can you still use MQTT, as most of my automations are in Node-RED? Yes, you can, but in Node-RED you will if you have Home Assistant and Node-RED connected together, this would just work, right? You can just use these switches. Let's see, how's it going? It's linking, it's almost there. It sounds so simple, wow. Yeah, it pretty is. It's now uploading. I reinstalled it, have it running. I'm happy, okay. Just get status of each device. Not sure what you're talking there. It's the coolest thing I've seen in 45 years of stuff. I love it. I really wasn't. I was so impressed. I tried it last Friday for the first time. I truly am. Really impressed. And that's why I cannot wait to try this with the Sonoffs. Since I'm on the edge to use the Sonoffs, actually put them into production. And in that case, would it be Tasmota or ESPHome? So that's kind of the thing I'm trying right now. So it has started. It's connected to Home Assistant. Let's see. So it's now okay. A little bit different than I expected, but that's because it's optimistic, right? Tamaku082, thank you for the follow. That's really appreciated. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie, by the way. Please let me know in the chat. Do you like cats or dogs, sir? Cats or dogs? Please let me know. I use ESPHome with the Node-RED API. No worries without MQTT. My washing machine has a 3-phase power. Holy shit. Like, what can you load into it? Like 100 kilos? Pascal? Really? But this is cool, man. Look at this. I can turn it off and turn it on. And the LED goes with it, even on the camera. That's the wrong button, but nevertheless, funny as hell. Like, it turns on and off with the camera. With the LED turns off with the relay. That's cool. So this is basically how Tasmota does. That's cool. And we did this automation, let's call it automation, straight into the device in the software, like in the firmware. That's actually pretty useful. Since this allows you to do many things with, I don't know, GPIO. Or indeed, like the example of the garage where you need a monetary switch. That's cool. Okay, so let's hook it up. Let's see if it actually works. Let's close this. Let's go to my hand screen. Screwdriver. So will it explode? That's the question. Big family. Oh, how many do you have, Pascal? I've been looking into everything to use this control. Seems to be tops until another month when something else comes out. Maybe Tom, but nevertheless, Tasmota has been around for ages, right? That accidental scene run, yeah. I have so many buttons that I can push. It's insane. Are the lightning bolts in place of the toggle switch as a side effect or of the template? Yes, because it's optimistic. That's probably the reason, if I'm correct. No luck here after disconnecting the stick itself. Looks like I'm going back to last week. Oh, never mind, that's something else. Will you also continue the effort to automate your ventilation system based on the Sonoff 4 channel? Probably yes, but it takes a while to come in, so like China. Can take a couple of weeks. Also currently swapping out this model for ESPHome, really liking that you can keep your configs in Git instead of the device. Yeah, that's a good point, by the way, you have there. Let me show you. The cool thing is, if we go, like, we have the editor in here, right? And if you do not like this, I have the IDE add-on set up right here. You can go in here, and it's just here as well, on the file system. And you can put this into Git, and it will be back up as well. So you can customize each device to your likings, and even the internal automations, like from code. Simple YAML code. Like, we programmed the Sonoff Basic to our own likings in 65 lines. That's just insane. Okay, let's hook it up. Let's see what happens. And keep your passwords and secrets. Yeah, in this case it doesn't matter. This is a demo system, so it's not exposed and it's like flashed a lot, so whatever. So the thing is, the power outlet is not good for the camera, but I can show the light, but not the ESP. It's plugged in, nothing exploded. It's currently unavailable. Come on, please become available. Become available. Come on. Become available. Become available. I kinda expected something to happen though. Do not smell anything. It's not online. Oh, now it is. Okay. I kinda expected something to happen though. Show logs, what's happening? Oh, it just takes a while. Okay, there it is. So this is a little baby light for in kids' rooms, right? And this one, well, it's just plugged in straight into. It's now connected to the wall socket with Sonoff in the wire, and this is like just a normal power brick. And let's pull it in. Let's try it. It's not really good visible. Let me tune down the light a little here. Let's turn it off. That's even better. Here we go. Hell yeah. This is cool. I got my fan working great with a 4-channel Sonoff and a slider for the speeds. Oh, that's cool. Does that light directly plug into the socket? Yes. HA only checks every 1 minute, reconnecting after a while. Dashboard status for... See, dashboard status for quicker response. Okay. Patience is free. Yep, patience is a thing, Alan. There's a switch on the strip that needs to be turned on. No, but I can... there's another switch on the strip, but I can try to push. I'm going to push the button of the Sonoff. Let's see what happens. So this light is now off. The LED. Let me switch to my desktop so it's easier visible. Like the light is now on. I'm going to push the button on the Sonoff Basic. That should trigger this one here. Can I make this bigger? Yes, I can. That should trigger this one. It should turn off the relay and it should turn off the LED if I'm correct. So let's try. Well, it turned off, but it did not turn off the LED. That's interesting. Why? I know why. We have a programming error. And why did my music stop? Not sure. We have a programming error. Let's do this from the IDE. Oh, well, no. Since our switch is a template, but our GPIO button, this one here, is not. This one toggles the relay directly and not this template. So we should give the template an ID, I guess. So let's give it an ID, call it template. That should do the trick. Upload it. Here we go. And it does not allow. Template is reserved internally and cannot be used. Oh. Okay. Let's call this fake button. Here we go. That's the same happy dance I was doing when my first sensor was feeding data into HA and then my setup died. And you kept dancing. Ors 2. Okay. The LED and the relay are not linked. Yeah, I found out. You can do it with Lambda. I think it's not needed. Music is back. I think this would work perfectly fine. Since if we press the button, if we now press the button of the GPIO button, the button on the Sonoff, it should call a toggle on the fake button, which is a template, and the template turns on and off the relay and the LED. That should work. The dance changed the war dance after the death of his setup. The wife approval rate, which if it drops, you get a war. I like to call it war instead of WAF. Okay, so how's it going? Oh, it has been done. It has been done. Well, reports on, which it isn't. We turn it on, it turns on, off, off. If I turn off the light, nothing happens. That's expected. Okay, now let's push the button on the ESP. Did you see? It freaking works. Oh yeah, that's just really cool. That's really cool. So we defined an automation inside the firmware of the Sonoff. That's just insane. That's just insane. Damn, that's fast. Yeah, this is fast. This is cool. Oh yeah. Nederlander. Well, welcome, Game Canal. Sold the automation. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, dude. What's up? The sky, mister. The sky's up. That's damn fast. It is. This is pretty cool. So let's continue. Let's turn on the light again here in the office so we have some lights. Here we go. So we did the basic. So what's now? Wait, I spent 3 years learning to learn on my own. You crack it out in 30 minutes. I love these streams. Oh, okay. I think it was pretty easy though. You can push the automation out to a second device. Can you push the automation out to a second device? That's a good question. Can you? I don't know. Can you interconnect? Maybe Otto is still watching. Can you interconnect devices? You do not want to know how that's generated C++ automation looks like. I do not want to know. But it works fine. And it works reliably fast though. But Otto, can you interconnect like multiple devices over Home Assistant? Ah, okay, so you use Home Assistant to do that. Yeah, because you can interact. Like in case I push the button right here on the Sonoff, it will turn on the device here in Home Assistant, and you could create an automation that turns on in another device, right? No, Home Assistant is still in control, but you cannot do it without, like WebSend on Tasmota. I've never played with it. I'm not sure. Okay, the basic works. The basic works. Home Assistant sensor. That's the other way around, right? The Home Assistant sensor is a text sensor, which gets data from Home Assistant, I guess. Let me see. That's this one. This gets data from Home Assistant. Probably still messy. Less messy than my code. Well, probably less messy than my code as well. And I don't care if it works and it looks like this and it's stable as it is for me in the past days. That's cool. And if this works as stable with an ESP chip as well as with a Sonoff, well, I'm happy to use. This is just really cool. I love this. That was the Sonoff Basic part, right? Let's plug off the Sonoff Basic. That's done. Let's turn up the light again. Here we go. We have some lights. So, this one is detasmatized. Is that a word? Detasmatize your devices. This one is now ESPHome. It's detasmatized. Here we go. You have the POW. Let's get the basic button switch the POW using relay on HA. Yeah, maybe we could try, but that's like more like a Home Assistant automation. How do you get the Wi-Fi signal uptime for a version as sensors? That's like so. Here we go. There's sensor and text sensor. So this little piece, which I copy pasted from the documentation, by the way. Pascal, thank you for following on Twitch, man. That's really appreciated. You already were, but officially now a Home Assistant homie, sir. Do you like cats or dogs? Please let me know. You need to see my desktop. Oh, sorry. Here we go. I should build something for it, like a notification. You guys can push like, wrong scene, Frank. So this is like all the stuff I put in. A sensor for the Wi-Fi signal, a sensor for the uptime, and a sensor for the version. And this is just copy and paste from the documentation. I changed the name, that's it. You like dogs? Okay, here we go. There's a dog for you in the house, Mr. Snoop Dogg. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. But yeah, just this piece. And you have those extra sensors in Home Assistant, which is really useful, I guess. Like you could build automations on weak Wi-Fi signal or uptime resets or too much. I do not know, man. That's cool. Thanks. Well, you're welcome, Pascal. So what's up? What are we going to do next? I have the POW R2 and I have the Jewel. The POW R2, we could do stuff like maybe create like washing machine is ready kind of thing. We could simulate like a washing machine with a light bulb and unscrew it, and I don't know. And we could, that's one of the ideas I have. And I have the Dual. And the Dual we could try to do like, I don't know, interlocking or something, like only being able to turn one of the lights on, I guess. So what's the thing we're going to do? Please vote. Please leave your vote in the chat. POW R2 or the Jewel? I need both, so I want to use both. The POW. Oh, that's right. Yeah, probably POW. All the POW. You all want the POW. Okay, let's try the POW then. So this is the boring part again. Can you OTA ESPHome onto a tasmatized Sonoff? Yes, you can detasmatize it using the web interface. It's documented on the website as well, from ESPHome lib. If you go in here, migrating from Sonoff Tasmota. What you can do is you can download the binary, the same as I did in the beginning of the stream, and then just upload it into the web interface. At least that's what the documentation says. I have not tried it, but probably. Did you calibrate the power usage sensor? No, I did not, Jamie. But I guess in my use case, it doesn't matter that much. I should know if the washing. I want to learn if the washing machine is ready or not, and I do not care if it's calibrated as long as I know the correct values, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 votes for the POW, 8, 9 votes for the POW, and 1 for the Joule. So I guess we're going to do the POW. Just want to give the Joule some okay. See Alex, hey man, how do you do? Thank you for tuning in. You could try it now. I have switched a few using the web UI upload. Works great. Oh, thank you for letting me know. I'm Josh. That's cool, Josh. So let's switch to my my hands again. Let's open it up. Holy crap, those things are hard to open. Here we go. Okay, this is a brand new Sonoff, by the way. This is like came into the mail today. So this one is like empty. Well, it has the official firmware. I noticed it has 2 LEDs, by the way. It's a POW R2, right? I did not notice that. Do they have 2 LEDs? I didn't know. See, Dex, what are we doing today? Well, we're trying out ESPHome as an alternative for the Sonoff instead of the Tesmoda. Sorry, joining late. That's okay, mate. That's okay. Thank you for tuning in. Cool to see you again, by the way. Makes sense if it deviates no more than a few watts, I suppose. I guess so. It works on uploading on Tesmoda. Okay. Yes, all the POWs have 2 LEDs. Okay, I did not know. Okay, so this is it. Let's plug it in. So red goes on to the... Okay, this is cool. I do not know if... Oh, well, we can try. Holy crap. And I unplugged myself. If line is in the middle, it's an R2. If line is in the middle, not sure what you mean by that. R1 and R2 use different sensors. Yeah, I've seen it. You shock yourself at Frank? No, I did not. It's not connected. Like, there's nothing connected, mister. Nothing. Okay, so let's go into my desktop. Let's create a configuration for this thing. Desktop. Let's add another device here. And this is the POW. And it's a generic Sonoff. No, it's demo. Continue. Submit. Select an upload port, no. Okay. And then we have to add this one magic line. We need to add one magic line. This line. The D out. Here we go. Save it. Close it. And compile. Here we go. At least the pouch has still open pinholes. The basic now come with a pin header hole soldered and closed. Fly sharp. Well, Jamie, that's easy to fix, right? Just a little bit of desolder lint, or I don't know, desolder suction thingy. That shouldn't be a problem. There was just an unexplained holy crap. Well, I could not get the pin connected, the jumper wire on the pin somehow. I do not know why. 2Sky, hello homies. Well, thank you 2Sky for tuning in. How do you do, mister? Line 1 and out are in the corners of the R1. Load 1 is between the earth and neutral in R2. Oh. I'm not sure if this is visible, but it shows power R2 on the box. Camera doesn't focus, but yeah, it should be visible. Yeah. I want to make a recommendation for anyone who needs to buy an FTDI pack to use CP2102 or CH3 chipset. Watch out for the PL2300 as it was cloned. It works. Extra steps though. I bought the cheapest one I could find on AliExpress, and it actually works pretty fine. Simple solution, I prefer a mini hand drill via Docker solar wick. I've never had any luck with a wick. Oh, well, it works perfectly fine in my case though. Pretty happy with it. But I also have one of those solar suction thingies, like you hold the solar iron on the hole, and then you click it to load it, and then you push a button, and then it works perfectly fine every time for me. Especially if I do it on the other side. So one side the iron, and then but then more careful, of course. While this is compiling, I'm going to catch myself a drink. Hold on, be right back.
Is it do or die? You my compass, I need a handful for you approaching. Destroying my focus. Just say the word, I'll go away. Just say the word, I'll go. Used to the compass, throw it away. Said I'm used to the crime by now. It's a 15 story. From a rooftop to your rooftop. From a rooftop on my way down to your rooftop. You know, safe route. Oh, I know rooftops ain't no playground. Had our feelings flowing and it came down. It's a 15 story. testify to the strength of a true bond. Flying high over the heads of a rude mob. Staying by the revolution of the whole cloud. Kill 'em all with love. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I don't care. We're riding on a pink cloud. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Our mother is the boom in the baseline. Our father is the backbeat halftime. They say we were born under a bad sign. We say yes, so what? We're the ones who create our own world. Friendly assassins known as pegboard. All glory and praise to the bad Lord. Kill 'em all with love. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I don't care. We're riding on a pink cloud. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. We're riding on a pink cloud. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I don't care. We're riding on a pink cloud. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh.
So thank you for waiting. Had paid a little visit to the little room in the house as well. What's going on here? Let's see. Oh, drink time, red wine, anyone? No, I'm just going for a soda. Good, just thinking. We're riding on a pink cloud. Did it pass? Right? Cool. And I'm the only one missing sound alerts. Let me check the sound alerts real quick here. I'm not sure why You asked in the start of the stream as well what's going on with the sound alerts. I do not know what's going on with the sound alerts. Let me check the sound alerts. Loading, loading, loading. Oops, something went wrong. If I click like setting up my sound alerts, oops, something went wrong. Reload the page. So I guess they have an issue. Oh, now it works. Buttons. Ew, yeah, some are disabled, I guess. Here we go. Yeah, some were disabled. I'm sorry, mister. Fixed. Hope you washed your hands. Yes, I did. Was that a frosty beverage? No. Discord integration is broken. Yeah, the chat integration with Restream.io, which I use, isn't that great. It's still beta, so I cannot blame them, but yeah, well. I guess for me, okay, is to paste FTDI to your peeps. Oh, it's okay, just paste, I don't care. Sharing is caring, mister. So. Yo, thank you for the follow. I can still not see who follows me. That's annoying though. But thank you for the follow on YouTube. I cannot see who follows me on YouTube somehow. Maybe Discord shows it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Where's my Discord? Here's my Discord. Oh, it doesn't show. Okay. Oh, day, damn son, where'd you find this? Smoke weed. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Damn son. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Damn, son. Holy crap. That was loud. And it stopped my music somehow. Never mind. So we compiled the firmware for the POW, which is still empty. There's nothing in here, just like basic ESPHome stuff. Let's download the binary. If we upload this to the POW we prepared. Well, okay. Have you been working on add-ons while I was on vacation last week? Yeah, I did some maintenance. That's mainly it. So we're going to flash this firmware onto that POW. So let's download it. Here we go. This is the ESPHome flasher, which we are going to use. It's not detecting my serial device because it's not connected. We're going to browse for the firmware, the POW binary, which we downloaded a second ago. Let's hook up the POW. Let's see what happens. So what you have to do is push the button and then connect it. That should do the trick. So let's see. Does it pop up on my desktop? Yeah, it finds it. Okay. Flash. Here we go. Please work. Please don't fail me. Please. Yes, it's flashing. It's flashing. Soldy, did you miss the dang sensor? Oh yeah, Soldy, if you missed like my stream about the dang sensor. It was a 6-hour stream on the dang sensor. Done, flashing is complete. Katsuya90, thank you for the follow, man. That's really appreciated. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie, by the way. Please let me know. Do you like cats or dogs, sir? Leave it in the chat, please. Will did see a link also got deleted from YouTube for me. Oh, that's weird. Will paste it to me on Discord and I will paste it in the chat. That's not an issue. Xenomorph, hello, how do you do? Mr. Max Mysterious Frank Rules, well, thank you very much, sir. Oh my god. Link is here on YouTube working for me. Can you send it another way? Yeah, post it on Discord, I would say. No, it's okay. Thanks. Okay. So this thing is connected. It has been flashed, but it's still in flash mode. We've seen this with the basic just a couple of seconds ago. So we have to connect and disconnect it to get out of the flashing mode and actually boot, and then it should just pop up here as online. So let's try. Disconnect. Connect it. Somehow that causes a little interruption in my stream. Not sure why. It's exclamation mark Discord, I guess. Not exclamation mark D. It's Discord. Full out. Oh, look at this. It's already online. Here we go. There we go. It's already running. So we now have access to this thing and we can start working on it. So basically, we can pick up, I guess, the basic stuff. Can we? And then we should check the pins. Let's pick up the basic stuff. Let's copy this in to here. Like so. And this is now the POW. This is the POW. Let's see if we can achieve the same thing. And we should check the pins if they match. We should check the pins. And there should be some kind of index here. There should be some kind of index somewhere here. No. Here we go. The Sonoff POW R2. So it has GPIO, which is the button inverted. Okay. GPIO. No. It's the button. Okay, so that's the where's the button? This is the button. GPIO. And it's inverted, that's true, so that's okay. The relay and the red LED is GPIO 12. So the red LED is connected to the... interesting. So GPIO 12. Where is it? The switch, this is the fake button. GPIO 12, so that's the same. Okay. And the blue LED is connected to 13 and is inverted. So the 13, it's a blue LED in this case. Blue, let's call it blue. 13 and it's inverted. So blue. Blue LED. Huh? That should do the trick. I just joined the Discord server. That's cool, mate. See you there. Okay, blue LED. That should basically do the thing, right? And then we need to set up the power as well. POW blue, not basic blue. I agree. I agree. You should work correctly. Like, this is the POW. Here we go. Okay, let's save this. So another thing we should do is use the CSE 7766 power sensor that's used in this thing. So we need to disable the... Okay, over USB, that's fine. I do not use it. So that's up here. You are. And we need the sensors. I like it in capital letters though. It's more like Batman. Pow, 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 pow. Oh. That should do the trick, right? Save, close, validate. Bam! Upload it. Here we go. Link posted in Discord. Okay, let me see. Where'd you drop it? Where in Discord did you post it? Launch? Oh, that one. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? What the hell's going on? Am I locked out of Discord? No, I got it. Here's the link that was sent to me by Will. This is the link he wanted to share. So there you go. There's J-Dad. Is J-Dad in? Hello, Frank. How do you do? Hello, homie. So come on. Order this thing. Order this thing so we can hook up some lights. And let's build like a native washing machine on or off thing for Home Assistant. That's kind of my idea. I think it should be possible straight from ESPHome lib without like automations, like a washing machine sensor straight from the Sonoff. That would be cool. I just subbed. Well, thank you, mate. It will pop up any second in that case. I ordered my Samsung yesterday. It will be here tomorrow. Which Samsung? Yeah, no sun alert, and Frank didn't get shot, so please call Lucius for more entertainment purposes. Oh, the 33-inch curve. Oh, nice, man. I have one as well, Salty. It's truly is amazing. Only for streaming, it's a little bit of a pain, but yeah, it's pretty okay. I should get like a VM for these kinds of things. The Pi is just slow. I could have done this locally probably. What PC do you use? Like the thing you're looking at right now is just a Raspberry Pi with HasOS on it and the latest Home Assistant. Not the one for, not the beta, tomorrow's. By the way, talking about Home Assistant, tomorrow will be the .A6 release, the 0.86. Oh, there it goes, it's uploading. The 8.6 release, which will bring in Lovelace as the default. I'm so freaking excited about that change, though. I'm so excited. Holy crap. Okay, it does all kinds of stuff. Let's go into let's get this thing into Home Assistant. So this is the IP address of this device. Let's go to Home Assistant. Let's go configuration, integrations. Let's define ESPHome. This is the host. Submit. Create a configuration for POW. Close. There it is. It's that easy. It really is this easy. Okay. Let's go to our dashboard. What do we see? So we do see power, the uptime in seconds. We have a signal, which is better than the basic. Voltage is 0. The basic is unavailable since it's not plugged in. The power is now here, and I turn it on. And it turns on the LED as well. That's the same automation we created on the basic. It's still working. I can hear it switch as well. That's cool. Cause yeah, do you know if it's possible to code the ESP Sonoff to put the relay on by default on power loss? Yes, it is. It is, cause if let me see, I think it is. I think I saw it. I think it's part of like the switch. Sensor, switch components. Yes, it has a restore mode option right here. So you can say always on. Always initialize the pin on boot up. So that's this one. And since the relay is just connected to GPIO, you could just say restore mode always on. Let me see if I open up like here. This is the relay, the GPIO, and I could add restore mode always on in here, and then it should do the trick. So that's possible. Travis has done a washing automation of Sonoff ESPHome on YouTube. You might want to check out for automations created. Yeah, but Jim, the thing is, I'm going to make the automation natively inside the Sonoff. So Home Assistant doesn't need an automation. It will just have a sensor which says washing machine on or off. That's my goal. I'm not sure if it's plausible or feasible. 8.6 release and maybe default Lovelace. No, not maybe. It is default Lovelace. Are you going to put a link to the states page? You cannot make a link to the states pages anymore. You're not using Discovery? No, not needed. I'm using, this is JDA, this is without MQTT. There's no MQTT involved in here. This is all native. Holy crap, that's a lot of chats going on in here. Let's state, fix the whole thing. See the other option, RTFM, really? Okay, so this thing works. What I'm going to do now, I have a bulb. I have like this freaking wire. Let's make it connect somehow. And I have no clue how to wire up this thing, so that's going to be interesting. So let's disconnect it first. Housing back on. So we have input, neutral, neutral. Wow, this housing is a little bit sucky to get to the pins. Let me get it open again. I hope I'm getting this correctly, by the way. If not, please shout, let me know. Let me shout. Then please shout. I should split these wires a little bit more of the light bulb here. It will either work or explode. Some YouTubers had it once. I guess Dr. Z's is it, I guess, right? It either works or explodes. Oh shit. Come on. Wires are not split enough. Now they are. Here we go. Here we go. Go glows in the dark, Frank 321. No, it's not connected yet. Zap. You know why this thing is called POW? Now, what I'm going to do now, just to be sure, wiring Sonoff POW 2, since I want to make sure I've done this correctly. Yes, this is how I wired it. Right? So this is how I wired it. This seems a bit weird. Yeah, I guess you could wire it like so. This is weird though. This is a weird wiring. That's the POW, which is different probably. This is the power 2. Come on, Frank Yellow. Well, if I do this wrongly, the stream will die. That's it. So, do I dare this? Do I dare to plug it in? So N is blue, L is brown. This is input brown. This is output brown. This should be it. This should be it. This should be it. Let me see. Let's make it a little bigger. New. Why not? We're going to plug it in. You guys deserve to see it. Is the light still visible? Yes, it is. So let's plug it in. It's plugged in. It's not smoking. It's not smoking. It's not smoking. It's not smelly. It's not of the smelly kind. It's already online. Let's wait for show logs. Here we go. We have to wait for Home Assistant to pick up. It's connected. Here we go. Can we turn on the blue LED? Yes, the blue LED turns on. I do not know if it's visible. I should dim the lights probably. Oh, that's not helpful. There we go. You can see the blue LED turning on and off. So that's working. Right. Hell yeah. Let's switch to the top right here. The weird thing is though, the voltage is 71.9 volts. That does not make sense to me. That's not correct. Let's turn it on, let's see what happens. Hell yeah. And the power goes up. Here we go. And the voltage goes... What the hell? That voltage is just wrong. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. You guys were all thinking it would explode, right? Here we go. Agree pow. Kaboom. Less confident. Plug in. Check your load. Fine. Diagram for R1. Well, we did it good. All kinds of stuff. POW needs to be calibrated. Needs calibrating, lol. Okay. The vibration sensor could also work on my machine. Oh, that's a good idea. And you have, I'm not sure if Pascal, if you have the Xiaomi stuff, Xiaomi stuff, but they have vibration sensor nowadays as well. It's stabilized. It's correct. It's now correct. This is correct. I could double check it with my solar panels, but this is correct. This is actually correct now. Let's turn it off again. Here we go. How often does it report? I think it reports only in like every minute or so, right? Yeah, that's not good. Every minute. So what we could do is look into how you can speed it up. Let's speed it up. 60 seconds. That is this 77, this one. Update in full. So let's add the update in full to make it a little bit more speedy Gonzalez. Here we go. Let's say every 5 seconds. Save it, close it, upload it. Oh. 5S, you have to specify the unit. Yes, okay. 5 seconds, save, close, try again. For vibration sensors, you get 3 types of devices depending on the amount of vibration you expect. Oh, I've never used one of those devices though. Could be interesting. Like, I guess if you could combine like Sonoff power with a vibration sensor. Better Barbs, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. That's really appreciated, boy. Yeah, if you combine those, you could probably say something about, is it like centrifuge? Is that what it's called? Or is it like, what is it doing? Like the amount of vibration says something about like the stage at the program it's in. Probably. Okay, so it uploaded. Let's see if it's quicker now. 6 seconds ago. But it's not changing, so that would not trigger anything. Okay, if I can push the button, I guess. Yes, that still works. That's okay, that's quicker. And it should stabilize around 5 watts. Here we go. It updates really often now. That's cool. Oh yeah, you would know what state the washing machine will be in. More vibration in the spin cycle than in the wash cycle, indeed. And based on power, you could even say it's like... in case the washing machine is starting, right, and it's like starting is... it's really the actual washing program, it will heat up the water, so it will probably use more power at those stages. So based on vibrations and power, you could actually, I think, determine a lot of the stages of the washing machine program. If you use both, and if you there's a GPIO pin available on this thing, right? And you can, with ESPHome, you could actually get the pin information. So you could actually hook up the vibration sensor to the same POW device, maybe. I found out that voltage changing was good enough for me in my case, though. Okay, well, probably. I think it depends on the washing machine as well. But this is cool. The button works, and it switches the LED on and off as well, but I can still switch the LED separately. So that's cool. The blue one, that is. The red one is linked to the relay. The power consumption is correct. So if I leave it on and take out the bulb, it should drop the watts, right? Yes, it does. So let's assume this bulb is a washing machine. A 5-watt washing machine. Wait, where'd you find this? Smoke weed. Smoke weed every day. Weed. Weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Damn son. Damn son. Damn Satan. Thank you for playing that, mister. That's appreciated. So let's say this bulb light here is my washing machine, and if we pull it out, it's simulating the washing machine is done, right? Let's take this for example. What we could do is go into Home Assistant and create one of those automations that determines that, or a template or whatever. But let's say we are going to do this in ESPHome, so that we have a sensor in here that simply states if it's running or not. That would make automations easier as well. Let's see if we can do that. And I do not know where to start. The buffering ruined my Snoop Doggy Dank engine. Uh-oh. So can we do something like that? We have a template, a sensor core, MQTT, custom sensor. Where's the template? There's a template switch. There's a template sensor. Here we go. Do we need a template sensor for this? Or is there another sensor we can use? Duty cycle. Or can we define an action on the power sensor, by the way? Can we define an action on this one if it goes beyond something? Dutch Nicholas, hey man, thank you for tuning in. Where's the music? Oh, I turned off the music. Sorry, here's the music. I'm sorry, mister. So can we actually add an automation to... Here we go. On value range. Here we go. So we can put it on a sensor. But in what? Okay. So let's see, how does this look? So we put it on the power. If it goes above 4, let's say above 4, then we can do something. And if it's below 4, then we can do something. Okay. So let's define a fake switch. Can we define a fake switch? Or a binary sensor? We should do a binary sensor, right? Can we define a binary sensor? Binary sensors. Status. Oh, that's something else. Okay. Just a simple, empty, non-nonsense binary sensor. Platform something. Okay. Turn off the blue light based on the energy. That's an idea, but I want to have a sensor in. So this needs to be required. Can I just create a fake thing? Like just an empty binary sensor that holds a state without doing anything. Interesting. You can't use a featural switch that you can change the state on. Yeah, but where's the featural switch? There's no featural switch, right? There's no featural switch. So that's weird. That's something I expected, like a featural switch or I don't know, something. A binary sensor, a featural sensor, something empty without a state. Just something fake. Just something fake. Just something fake. ADC is duty cycle. Duty cycle, is that usable? Okay. That's interesting as well, to know how much it's on. Pulse counter. That's just pulses a minute, okay. A template sensor. This uses lambda, which I do not like in this case. What about a template switch? Yeah, you can use, but a template switch works the other way around, right? It pulses, it pulls in the status instead of pushes it out. I guess it's possible you could define a template. Okay, so let's try two things. Let's switch the blue light, the blue LED, based on if the washing machine is running, yes or no. And then we're going to make a template that shows the state in Home Assistant. A binary template. So we're going to use a binary template sensor, this one in a sec, and we're going to switch, turn on LED, and turn off LED. That should do the trick. And let's make this 3 and 4, just to make it more obvious. It drops below 3, then turn off. It goes above 4, then turn it on. Fine. And then we need a template. Binary sensor template. Is the washing machine running or not? Here we go. Template. What's called washing machine. Some kind of sensor, which does not have an ID yet, so I guess we give it an ID. Power. I guess it's reserved, but let's try. Okay, we don't know. If the state is above. From my experience, the stories from others using a simple threshold won't work because the energy usage will drop many times. Yes, it has to be in the state for some time, and I believe it has the possibility to do that. But let's look at that later on. There is an option to check. There's an option to level out. Like the binary sensor has something for this. Filters, here we go. It has a filter. So you can delay it based on to filter out the spikes. So that's a good idea though. But you can do it. You can filter the states. So if it's above, what did you say? If it's above 4, else not running. What do you guys think? Is this valuable? Should this work? Validate. It will probably fail on validate. Here we go. LED of type light state does not inherit from switch. Yeah, it's... If we switch a light, we should say light turn on. Save, close, validate. Basically what I did in HA, check for levels for an amount of time. Yeah, and that's what you can do in here as well. And the beauty of it is that the device will just say the washing machine is running or it isn't. That's kind of cool. So let's upload this, let's see what it does. Come on. Improving the factor along the war. Yeah. Less war is more better. Come on. Please remind me to use an actual computer next time. So we can delay it on, wait for the specified until publish it on. If off is received while waiting, the on. Oh, we can just do delayed. That's cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. We should agree to call him more dark? No. Just keep it frank. Please. Looked up delay on in binary sensor. Can be what you want. Yes, indeed. I'm looking at it. We can try it in a sec. Let's just see what it does. It's still building. I should not have used the Pi for today. That's not so handy. Let's do some cloud stuff. Let's cloud. Where's the cloud? Oh, Turbo Penguin. Also fine. So I actually am pretty amazed at this point, even for the using the Sonoff with the ESPHome. I'm really amazed that this works so easily. And I really like the way you can customize like the firmware. Like this is a little bit slow, but that's just the Pi. It works quick on my real production system. But even then, it's not that slow. It's acceptable in my humble opinion. And you can centrally, like, that's another big advantage. You can centrally manage your configurations and firmwares from Home Assistant. And I know for test mode you have the test environment panel, right? But the test environment panel is kind of, well, not the best piece of software I know. And no MQTT. No MQTT. How many things can you hook up to a Sonoff ESPHome? How many I/O ports are there available? Does anybody knows? Does somebody use IceQC as the ASIO data storage? I'm not. I'm not. I think it may be faster than MQTT. I noticed a slight delay, maybe 1-2 seconds when using test mode and MQTT. Yes. Holy crap, J-Dab. Thank you for subscribing the 4th month in a row, man. Oh, sorry. Oh, he wrote, I like trains. I'm sorry, mister. Here you go. Dave, damn son. Smoke weed. You'll scroll up, smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day, damn son. Thank you for resubscribing, man. That's really appreciated. So the good news is the thing is updated. It shows power, and actually you guys told me to calibrate, but this is pretty accurate. This is a 5-watt bulb. And this is also really accurate. I'm pretty sure this is accurate. I have a calibrated device in my home. I could check, but this is really accurate. I surely hope your better half enjoys your singing. No, she doesn't. No, she... Okay. No, not okay. No, she doesn't. Okay. I expected some washing machine thingy. I think we're forgetting something. Am I forgetting something? Where's the washing machine? Interesting. Why isn't the sensor visible? Is it because, did we give it a name? Yes. Binary sensor, template, washing machine running. We did. So, where is it? Am I blind? Configuration, integrations. Oda failed, did it? Probably. Okay. Try it again. Maybe that's why she tried putting on you. She has gone to get them. No. He won't read out those chats out loud. No, I won't. There was an error message. Okay. How will it handle your HA restarted? It will just reconnect since the connection is initiated from Home Assistant, I guess. Oda has been successful now. Okay, that's cool. I do notice the light flashing a bit when the ESP reboots. Okay. The washing machine is running. It's on. It's running. It's running. Let's test it. And it should also turn off this blue light, right? This one is defined, the light is defined differently compared to, this is a template. Like the screen is a template, but this thing is, the blue LED is controlled by the Sonoff directly, which, well, yes. So even though we did not turn off now the switch, it detects no power and turns off the washing machine state. Although it returns unavailable right now, that's weird. That's not what I expected to happen. Everything went unavailable. Holy shit. So, did it actually crash? It's rebooting, yes. It flashed real quick there, so it's rebooting. You broke the pie? No, I don't think so. It now detects it's running. This is worrisome. So something breaks. It's back on. Let's try that again. Is this an issue? Retry, yes, we're going to retry. Let's turn it off. It's off. I blame Lydius. Is Lydius in here? And Buniana, hey man, how do you do? Thank you for tuning in. What was the delay set to? To nothing. It's not delayed. I don't think he's here. Yeah, almost everything is working, so I guess he is not here. So the off thing works. And can I still control the LED? No, I can't. Because the template wins. Is that true? No, it's turning on. It's just barely visible. It turns on. It works. Okay, it turns on. So let's turn on the washing machine. And it's on. Here we go. The washing machine is running. The washing machine is not running. Snoop Dogg did that. Thank you. Tough life. And the washing machine is running. So it works. So we just built a washing machine sensor straight into the Sonoff itself without any Home Assistant automations. So we now have this thing, and I can turn it off with the button still. Here we go, and it should turn off the washing machine running as well, I guess. Here we go. So that's cool. Unbelievable worked. I don't think it's unbelievable, I think it's amazing. I think it's really cool. Okay, so let's try the delay stuff, right? Because, well, what's the fine delay? 5 seconds? 10 seconds? Let's do 10 seconds. Let's do 10 seconds. Delayed on and delayed off. Let's add a delayed on and off. Is this where you put it? Oh, I can just copy paste it. I'm a lazy type. Let's go. And where do you put it? Filters. "10 seconds. Mine is set to minutes, I think. Yeah, but for the case of like the stream and you guys tuning out and tuning in back tomorrow, let's take seconds. Real world is probably closer to 60. Well, I'm fine with trying 60, but let's do 15 just to cut out some extra delay so it's noticeable. My Node MCU with LEDs loses connection to my Home Assistant after an hour. Yeah, Brandon, that's not an issue with ESPHome. It will detect it. It will detect issues and start rebooting, and I'm not sure what, but it will try to fix itself. What? A notification on the phone and even on the loudspeakers? I guess so. There should be a bit of time. Or when the pump goes out, dirty water voltage could drop. Yep. Our real job had me tied up for the last hour. Where are we now? Where are we now? I'm not sure what you missed, but we are creating a fake washing machine using a light bulb. So I'm now using the Sonoff ESPHome hammer cam to simulate a washing machine. Like one of the most used automations with Sonoff ESPHome are like, is my washing machine running on finished? So I'm now trying to create a binary sensor published by ESPHome straight into Home Assistant that tells me if the washing machine is running or not without automations. So straight from this thing. So we're using this bulb as a sample. If I unscrew the bulb, it will drop the power and then the washing machine is not running, else it's running. So let's turn it on. Look, now it's running. And we already established this. So the washing machine running will, like it's now running. If I turn it off or unscrew, if I unscrew the bulb, it will turn off. But now we're going to add a delay, since you do not want to delay, not like drop instantly off in case of a little bit of a power drop, right? So let's save, let's close, and let's upload it. 10 was plenty for testing, not too important for the light as it doesn't change too much. Nope. Just to be clear, we have not manual edited the configuration jumble at all. No, I have not made one single change to any Home Assistant configuration at all at this point. Not one. I did not install MQTT. I did not configure MQTT. I just hit one thing, and that's like in here, configuration, integration. The Gecko, thank you for the subscription, man. That's really appreciated. So the only thing I did was go into integrations, configure an ESPHome, fill in the hostname, hit submit. That's the only thing I configured in Home Assistant. That's all. Everything else is plain that empty Home Assistant, nothing in here. I can show you the configuration. This is everything. This is like, hey, this is a sound I heard before. It's on a loop. So this is just like, I throw out some stuff like maps and stuff we do not need in this test setup. My automations is empty. Customize is empty. My groups is empty. My secrets contains the welcome, and scripts is empty. So there's nothing here. It's just totally empty. Oh, I created some iframe panels. like on the side, like I have IDE here. But that's it. There's nothing in here. Did it flash? Yes, successful. It rebooted. So we have now added the delay. Let's go in here. I have issues with ESPHome losing connection, though I have rebooted Haseo to resolve disconnect. I believe there's an improvement in 0.86, which is released tomorrow, to even improve on the connection. In my experience, time wasn't a big factor as voltage parameters. You really need to look at the history of a washing machine cycle to get it right. Yeah, but if you're using, I'm using InfluxDB, so I would probably send in this this power into Influx and then see what happens in Grafana. That's how I would do it. And don't forget, every single washing machine, like every brand, every type, has different patterns and different power usage. So you should definitely check it out on what fits for your case. So let's see, the washing machine is running. We can still see the power in here, which is 4.9 watts right now. What? Okay. Whoa, did it just crash? Boot seems successful. Did it just crash? Well, that's not good. It just went pow. I guess so. Okay. But it should come back by itself, right? Laundry's done. I guess so. What the hell? It should come back by itself, though. It should be able to fix itself. Washing machine can go into standby mode still to turn on every minute to keep clothes fresh. Yes, of course, but that depends on your machine or not. The only thing that bothers me is I have to create power cables myself. They have sockets, but not sockets that do have power measurement. Yeah, okay, but making some cables is not that easy, right? This one, power laundry is shut. One moment, need to reboot the washing machine. Yeah, that's not helping, but it's coming back by itself. Look at it. So that's kind of cool. You need to connect via USB to can see what's going on. But Casper, that's impossible since this is the POW, and the POW is using the UART bridge to actually read out power measurements. So it's not available. Okay, so it's running. Let's see what it does. The washing machine is running, it's on. It uses 5 watts at this point. Let's unplug it and let's see what happens. So this should drop and then it would take 15 seconds until it decides the washing machine should not be running. Unplugged.
A few moments later.
Well timed, bro. Well timed. That was a little bit of a...
Surprise, motherfucker!
So the voltage dropped, and it should take around 50 seconds. Piranha, thank you for following, man. That's appreciated. There it goes off, so it's delayed now. That's delayed. Let's turn the washing machine back on. And it should take 15 seconds. Like, it should go on. Yeah, it's already triggered 14 watts, 5 watts, it's stable now. And it's still off. because of the delay. And now it's on. So that makes sense. What I should try now, if the state changes but in those 15 seconds window, it should not turn off, right? So if I unplug the bulb, wait 5 seconds and screw it back in, it should not change to off. That's the idea. So let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can all see the watt dropping. Let's back in. And that failed. So that's weird. That's not what I expected to happen. And the question is why? Did I wait too long? And the LED blue light was instant. Yeah, that's correct. That one should be instant, since that's not delayed. Now you add to the load cell attached to the ironing board to know when the ironing is finished. That's a good though. The delay is happening with message, but it still will happen. It was more than 5 seconds. I agree. Let's try again. Let's see. As soon as it drops below 3 watts, I will put it back in, okay? Out. Yeah, put it back in. So that should be quick enough, right? 3.3. And it still turned it off. It still turned it off. So this is not working. This is absolutely not working. Why? Because this is a binary sensor. Does it not support delay on off? Huh? No. Remove the delay on. Why? Do you need delay on? No, probably not, but why should it make a difference? Because it... Oh, wow. The state is already done. Yeah. And it might interfere, maybe? Let's put this to 15 seconds. Let's see if we can we speed up like the polling here. Let's make this 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds an update. Save, close, upload. Let's go. Here we go. What I really find interesting is that you can really, well, it's working. You didn't wait long enough, but it shouldn't turn off. Oh, never mind. Let's see what happens now. It's rebooting. The washing machine is running. So let's try again. Maybe it should be mentioned in the docs, don't use both delays. I'm not sure if that's the issue, but I can imagine it can. It compiled faster this time. Yeah, we didn't change that much. I guess it doesn't. And it crashed. That's weird. It crashes. I'm not sure if Otto is still watching, but this crashes. If I can do anything to help and debug this, I would be willing to help, but although it tends to crash right after we did an ODA update. Like every time we do an ODA upgrade, it will crash, and right after it will just work. So it might be related, maybe? Might be, don't know. Yeah, it's rebooting. Added the on 50-second on delay before it started the off delay. Probably, yes. LTT, yes, this is very familiar for people who watch LTT indeed, this song. Okay, so the washing machine is running. It should be instant on. Maybe it needs a power cycle after flash. Yeah, might be. The Sonoffs are known to have a need for a power cycle, but never mind. Okay, let's try. Off. So the updating of the watts is pretty quick now. And it crashes. Let's make it like powerless for a sec. Maybe that helps though. Maybe that helps. Okay, let's turn it on. It's cool how fast the button is visible in the interface though. It's behind my camera. I'm behind the camera right now. But look at this POW button, how fast it responds. That's just insane. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's just insane. Okay, let's try it again. I'm not sure why it crashes. This is not good at all, but let's see. Let's try again. Just for science. Let's try. Here we go. So I will unscrew it. Wait, I will count to 5 and screw it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back in. The watts goes up again. It's way above the level it needs it to be. And the washing machine should be still running. It should not turn off at all. And it does not. So this works. You should not use the delay off and on both, probably. Maybe that's the issue. Success. Yeah, kinda. I do not like it crashing though, that's the thing. You are also around 50 for Wi-Fi signal. Sonoffs don't like that, and my Tasmata don't. Really? Does that matter? Why is that an issue? This is just a fine signal, right? Should be a fine signal. But this works. So if I turn it off, that would do probably the same, right? So if I turn it off, it would stay on. And I turn it on again, it would still be on. Apparently. Okay, let's turn it off. And the washing machine should be off after 50 seconds. Plus minus. Off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That just worked perfectly fine. That just works perfectly fine. And it should be instantly on since the delay is gone. Well, takes 2 seconds for the power usage to be there. Yes. Here we go. Use A stat or the blue LED for timing. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Washing machine running, music not running. Music is running. It gets constantly on ones with 50% signal. Report in test mode. You're probably reading dB. Don't know. Yes, this is dB. This is not percentage. Is the music not loud enough? What's going on? And Donalux, good night, folks. Well, good night, Donalux. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, by the way. I enjoyed it up until this point. Like, we built a washing machine device. Oh. I'm struggling with the music. Let me get a better tune. Let me get a better tune. Like, do a little bit of, I don't know. What should we do? Play? No, let's just blow up the speaker. Here we go. My understanding, state change is done with flank detection if both delays are on it, just delays. I'm not sure how this works, but we're good. Check it, I guess. Was fun, but just 2 new POWs. Oh well, I'm sorry, mate. I'm also hitting the hey, thanks for the great stream. Well, thank you, Christian. Thank you for tuning in. Fine for me. I like it soft. I can hear talking. Okay. So we built a working Sonoff basic and a Sonoff POW washing machine detection without doing anything in Home Assistant. And I think that's freaking cool. Using OTA updates without some kind of weird thing, and we can tune it the way we like. I'm really, really loving this ESPHome stuff. This is just insane. I'm sorry, this is just insane. This is just insane. To be honest, from this point on, I'm not going to use the Tasmoda road. Can you share the config via a guest? Yes, I could. Of course. Siri, shut up. Yes, I can. Alright. What about changes while Home Assistant is down? That's a good question. So what do you suggest on doing, Will? I'm willing to try. I think people need to send Otto some coffee. I think so too. This is fucking great. I would even use it for timed light. Yeah, you can. Can you capture the code and post it? Which code would you like? For the basic or for the POW? I will paste both. I will paste both. That's not an issue. Hold on. I will paste both. Sonoff POW R2 washing machine sensor example. File name pow.jml. Create gist. Here we go. So this is the washing machine POW we're just looking at this point. Siri, shut up, indeed. Can you explain why you prefer ESPHomelib over Tasmota? Yes, Soulfly, I can. There are many reasons at this point. Like being able to make like little detection templates inside this device and expose it as a secondary sensor like we now did. For example, the washing machine is running detection. That's just insanely cool. So making a template based in the device itself without building like weird half-baked template sensors in Home Assistant is just pretty helpful. So you could publish, like now we publish everything, right? But I could just publish one single sensor, is the washing machine running? And that's pretty helpful. Secondly, they are centrally managed. So I have a nice web interface, which allows me to update the devices over the air. With Tasmota, you have to go into the device itself and update the firmware, or use Tasmo admin, which is not that stable. Secondly, there's less software running on the thing, so no web interfaces or anything. And third, and my most important thing, is no MQTT. So we have not set up anything at this point. This is just a plain Home Assistant. I did not even touch the configuration.yaml. I did not touch anything. I just hit add a device, and it just, bam, it freaking works. And that's just freaking cool. So this is the reason why I like it over Tasmo admin. No, Tasmota. Just because you can create with simple YAML files, you can create pretty advanced freaking stuff. That's just too cool. But did it clean your laundry? No, my fiance already asked, but who's taking the laundry out? Can you make something that takes it out? Okay. What's the disadvantage in MQTT? Well, MQTT adds, well, it adds another delay since you have another component in. Secondly, MQTT has, like, you have another broker, so you have to set up the broker with Home Assistant. Then you have to enable auto discovery to work in most cases, but for a lot of stuff you probably still define kind of MQTT kind of sensor template thingy. And this all just freaking works out of the box. Secondly, if MQTT goes down, yeah, whatever. If Home Assistant goes down, like, there's one last part to fail, right? And I'm not sure. I do not like MQTT that much personally, but it's all about personal preferences as well. I like to be able to tweak and fiddle around with my stuff in a sane way. I think this is a sane way to fiddle around with my stuff and make some pretty advanced stuff. You would normally have to fiddle around in Home Assistant, which you do not need to. I think that's cool. Defining what it's before it gets to has is nicer, so much nicer. Okay. Yeah, I think so too, Ash. That's exactly my point. Could we set a delay and a threshold as a variable from HA? Yes, I guess no. I'm not sure. Maybe. Yes. Yes, you can. Since you could pull in, it supports this thing here. Let's see. Where is it? Show me. Yes, this is the Home Assistant sensor. So you could add a text sensor from Home Assistant. So pull data from Home Assistant into the ESP chip. So you can pull data in. And in case of our template right here, where's my template? Where's my template? Right here. I could ask the state of that thing, right? And decide on what to do. So yes. My Roborock Falcon just ran TV volume increase when your cleaning started and decreased and cleaning stopped. Love HA. Nice. Speed, yes. But this is HA only, so if you would switch later, there will be no support. Well, Sky, if you would like add MQTT support to this thing, let's say you like MQTT and you would not like the API, right? Or maybe you like both. Also possible. Just add the MQTT configuration and there you go. I'm not sure. Can you use both? I'm not sure. But if you cannot use both, you can absolutely switch. So that's not an argument. Like you can choose which one to use. Using a slider, I'm not sure. I haven't managed to get it working. Okay. Could you try? No, I'm not going to try that out right now. Is it possible to run these sensors without HA? Which sensors, to Sky? What about security? Is there any? With MQTT you can use TLS SSL. That's a good question. That's a good question. I cannot answer that because I'm new to this all as well. But that's a good question. I do have password protection enabled. Not on this setup though, but in the other setup I use. I've actually built one device already. Peter Sumfield, good night. I've learned so much tonight. Good to hear, Peter. Good to hear. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night, sir. So what about security? That's a good question. So is there anything in here about the Home Assistant API? Tax sensor? No. Nope. Oh, there's also a sensor component. Okay. So, where do I find this? I don't think so, to be honest. Like, can we search for SSL? No. So MQTT does support SSL apparently. So I would say if you're into something where your connection goes, I don't know, out of your house and into a public server somewhere, I don't know, then you probably should not. And you should probably use MQTT. I agree. If SSL is needed in your environment, then go. I'm sorry, Frank, my stream crashed. Did you try the state changes with pi down rebooting? No, I did not, but I can try. The device switches on off. Switches on off other devices with no HA. Well, you can use MQTT to Sky, so I guess you can do. ESPHome YAML app FTW. Okay. My MQTT has never gone down. I use MQTT wildcards and Node-RED for triggers. Ah, Cope, that's possible. You can still use MQTT. I do not use MQTT. I try to avoid it actually. And Node-RED, I do not like Node-RED. I've told that many times before on stream, but that's a personal preference. I do not like Node-RED, and yeah, there's no use case for me there. I guess it says secures Home Assistant, so if you use SSL and HA, it will connect using it. No, since the I'm not sure which route the connection goes, actually. I'm not sure how it works. Does it connect? Does Home Assistant connect? Yes, Home Assistant connects. Home Assistant connects to the device, not the other way around. I guess. Not sure. Interesting questions, though. I'm sure Otto is happy to answer them on their Discord server. Let me get a link. There's an ESP Discord server, like an ESPHome Discord server. Let's see. What can we do? I cannot invite people. Really? I can't? Well, that's weird. Why? Okay. I cannot invite people, so I'm not sure why Otto does that, but you cannot invite people into the server, apparently. Invite is simply not there. So, whatever. I guess it's kind of a webhook. No, it's not Solarfly, since a webhook would not respond this way. For example, if I turn the power off of this device, if I pull the plug, it will be unavailable so freaking damn quick. So I guess it uses like a continuous connection or something. But this works pretty well. And I do like the speed. Just watch this. I'm going to show it again. The POW button. That's the button on the POW. 1, 2, 3. That's just insane. 1, 2, 3. It's so freaking quick. And so responsive. That's just insane. WebSockets for sure. Okay. Probably yes. Okay, power cycle while I change the state of the device. So it's now on, right? So the device is on. The blue LED is on. Now we're going to restart Home Assistant. Here we go. Restart. It's restarting. Let's turn it off. So I've now turned it off, right? The device is off. The Home Assistant is restarting. Still reconnecting. You can see it by my arm here, this side. Let's see what it does. Works perfectly fine. It already works. So what you could see a little glimpse on when it started about that it was on while it was not, and then it immediately corrected itself. That's because Home Assistant tries to restore the state from memory. It writes its states down to disk. That loads up on starting Home Assistant, and then it concludes it's not, so it changes again. So look, Fly, cool, thanks for the stream, bye bye. Well, thank you, sir, thank you for tuning in, hope to see you later. Have a good night. What else is here? So should I share the other one as well? Are you guys interested in the basic? I'll share the basic. I will share the basic as well. Let's see. Let's create a new guest. Basic.chomo. Paste it in. Create a guest. Well, thanks for the stream. Good night. I will be back following. That's cool, Will. Thank you for tuning in. James, here you go. There it is. So that's about it. It's hitting almost 12. I'm not going to do the duel for tonight. There's no time for that. I have another busy day tomorrow at work. But I'm pretty happy. We created a Sonoff Basic and a Sonoff POW. And the POW was converted into a washing machine detector. I'm so happy. Can we try to configure the dank sensor switch to control the power relay? I'm not sure about having one device call another device. Hammercam. I do not have the dank sensor. The dank sensor is dead. That's a really sad story. But it has been. I took it apart. I took it apart. If you have code in ESP, did code still running? Probably. So yeah, WebSocket. Dang's been parted out, yes. Good night, Frank. I'm off to see what my restoration options are. Say a little prayer for me, man. Good luck, mister. I hope the thing works for you. I truly am. So, yeah. Please, Machine of Robert.
Pretty please.
Please work. Pretty please. Murderers, thanks for the files. You're welcome, man. RIP. Dang, sensor decommissioned. Yes. The basic button to control the power relay. Digital effects. Thank you for the follow, man. That's really appreciated. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie, by the way. Please let me know in the chat. Do you like cats or dogs, sir? Cats or dogs? At least I got my backup files. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Robert. Let the basic button control the power relay. But Hammercam, the thing is, it's just Home Assistant. So if you go in here, we have the power button, right? This thing here. And you can just write a normal Home Assistant automation that detects a button press and switches the basic relay. Right? Is that something that you guys would like to see? But that's just basic Home Assistant automations, I guess. You like cats? Well, Digital Fox, you're in luck today because this little kitty cat is playing something for you. Thank you for the follow, Digital Effects. Really appreciate it. But the devices under, like between those, like they cannot communicate it with each other. So this is a sentence I cannot understand, but yeah. This might need some Google translating. Jade, Dad, I like trains. We know you do. I know you do. I know you do. You guys do. Let's recognition language. What are you doing here? Oh, well, Vladimir, I was building flashing Sonoff devices with ESPHome, which is a new hip and hot thingy, and we actually managed to create a washing machine thingy. I've run a daily backup. I've wrote several times. Python are not bulletproof. James, I agree. And that's why I'm not running my home system on a Raspberry Pi for that specific reason. My setup, I'm missing the button sensor, so I'll have to get to that added to my system. Thanks. Okay, that's okay, Hammercam. I've shared the links. If you still like them, you can ask me on Discord if you want, if you need them again. But basically how it works, if you have a sensor, like this binary sensor, it will only show up in Home Assistant if it has a name. So without the name, it won't show up. That's how it works. That's one of the benefits of MQTT, I guess. The devices can talk to each other directly. But the device has to support receiving end. And actually, JDad, it's not talking to each other directly. It's still using MQTT. And in my case, it's using Home Assistant. So there's still a broker in here in both scenarios. Hey Frank, if I messed up, is there a way to delete it and create it in ESP? To delete it and create it in ESPHome. I'm not sure, Satandra, what your question is there. I've been super thanks, Frank. Was a good session. Just got 2 pows myself. Oh, that's cool. Good luck, my sir. If you need any help, go to the Discord. We'll help you out. But I by no means would ever use it. I would never use it over API. Yeah, that's fine, Jada. Just you should do what you feel like that's the best. I'm trying to minimize. Venice is magical, really? Shut up, Siri. Indeed, you should use what you think is the best solution. Absolutely, do not get me wrong. I really like this. If you like MQTT, go. If you use Node-RED a lot. Probably MQTT will be the better choice. Nevertheless, I try to minimize the things I use. And I think MQTT is something that's not needed, since I use like my Home Assistant as my main central point, my main central thing. And in case if for you it's MQTT, that's fine. I do not judge it. That's personal preference. What I mean is on the dashboard where you have your BISC and POW, how can I delete them from them? Okay, which dashboard? Like the Home Assistant? You want to delete like the chip from Home Assistant? Now hoping that your POW won't burn as mine did. Ooh. If you want to remove the integration, just go into configuration, integrations, click on the integration you want, like this is the basic one, and hit the little trash can in the top, which is now like masked by my camera. Hold on. But there's a little trash can in the top here. Just click it and then you can delete it. That will delete the integration. If you want to delete it from ESPHome lib, like from this dashboard here, there's no delete button in here, but this is actually pretty easy. Go to the disk, go to the ESP in your configuration folder. There will be an ESPHome YAML folder. Delete the basic folder and delete the basic YAML in that case. So these two, if you delete these two, then it's gone. And it's gone. Just remove the file and it will disappear. Yep. So that will do the trick. And maybe I will do, since, yeah, I'm probably not using this anymore. This can be closed. This is my broken Home Assistant, which I should fix. Yeah, I'm happy with today. Okay, so I'm going to say, let's call it a night. I'm pretty happy with the result. Unless you guys have really something you want to see or me to do, I'm not going to do the duo anymore. I don't think there's time enough for it. But this was a pretty fun night. Pretty fun thing to do. I'm really impressed. So, I would say if you have any questions left or something you want me to do, please do it now. Or forever hold your peace. Thanks for the stream. Well, you're welcome, Hammercam. Tomorrow, Lovelace default. Yes, tomorrow Lovelace will be default, Dutch Nicholas. So tomorrow, Home Assistant 0.86 comes out, 86. Will be shipped tomorrow. And Lovelace will become the default. I'm really looking forward to it. And all kinds of new things are pending. So this is really a really big release. And I'm really looking forward to it. Hey Frank, the configuration that you did for the Basecamp and POW, did you share it? Yes, I did share it, but if you go into our Discord, I can give you the links. That's not an issue. So in case you did not go there, I can type Discord and it should pop up a link somewhere. Here we go. I really would like to use a LED strip as a progress bar. Well, you can. Thoughts, but you can. That's doable. That's doable. Simeon, just in for the end. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. James, good night. Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Good night. Dutch Nicholas. And with if you like more the old. I'm not sure. Thanks. Thank you, Frank. It was a good stream. Really enjoyed ESPHome. I did as well. This is probably one of the last streams I will do with ESPHome. Maybe I will do the 4-channel one if it ever comes in. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Have you seen if you can get the temperature with glances? That's a weird question. Not sure about how to answer it, but you can get temperatures if it's supported. Good night to you. Learned a lot today. I'm happy to hear. So at this point, I'm going to quit. If you have additional questions or to me or whatever, go to my Discord. I'm in there and just ask, and well, I'm usually available. So thank you for watching. Good night, homies. Love you, and see you later, homies. Bye bye.
Where'd you find this?
Smoke weed.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed. Smoke weed. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day, damn son.
to get it back for us. You take your time, then let me know if you wanna stay or if you wanna go. I know you have difficulty knowing me, but you don't have difficulty showing me that we just need to get away. I'll take you on a wild adventure if you want to go. We're locked in place and sing together. Please just let me know. Won't you say haven't got unlimited time. Sun is out and you get to your prime. We're falling for love, we're falling for lust, we're falling through everything. You see the summer's getting closer. We don't feel like we are getting older. So show me what you have to bring. I'll take you on a wild adventure if you want to go. We're locked in places, sing together. Please just let me know.